And good evening, Utah. Over the last 72 hours, it has been quite busy in the weather world because we've been dealing with just continuous snow. At Salt Lake City International Airport, we went 33.5 hours straight of seeing snow and over a foot of snow at the airport. So it's been nice to get all the water. And we got a little bit more on the way, even though we're getting a little bit of a break right now. But more snow will be arriving later tonight. A winter weather advisory will be going into effect. We'll break down those details in just a moment. We're going to continue with the frigid temperature statewide. And really, over the next couple of days, it's going to be even chillier. But by this upcoming weekend, we'll settle into a little bit of a calmer pattern and a little bit more sunshine. We'll talk more about the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. But as we got the winter weather advisory going into effect later tonight, it includes the entire Wasatch Front and Tooele and Rush valleys. It will begin at 1 o'clock in the morning. Will continue through 11 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. This means we could see some slippery conditions for that Thursday morning commute within the winter weather advisory. 2 to 4 inches of additional accumulation expected. Of course, our mountains are going to pick up a little bit more snow as well. But that means we're going to see some slippery conditions late tonight and first thing tomorrow. So just continue to be on guard and be extra careful if you're getting out on the roadways. Getting a little bit of a break right now, especially in northern Utah. In the higher elevations, we're still seeing some light snow and even a few flurries down in some of our valleys. But you look off towards southern Idaho, northeast Nevada, starting to see some of that snow working its way in from the northwest. The upper level low pressure that's been driving the bulk of our weather is continuing to move away to the east. You can actually see that swirl here on the water vapor, but this little trough that you see right here, that's what's going to be dipping in tonight to lead us with that extra chance for snow late tonight and first thing tomorrow. So that moisture is present, and then you bring in that upper level, bring in that trough, and that's going to set off that snow later on. In the meantime, though, don't have much in the way of cloud coverage up at Sundance. Just absolutely beautiful. Of course, Timpanogos with snow doesn't really get much better than that. So Sundance looking incredible there, and southern Utah looking incredible as well as we look out towards St. George, the beautiful Red Rock. And St. George, you're on the chilly side, but you're definitely the warmest, sitting at 44 degrees, not feeling too bad. But then as you make your way into northern Utah, plenty of 20 and 30s to go around. And Salt Lake City, we've already dropped below freezing, sitting at 29 degrees. So any snow that we get tonight is likely going to accumulate rather quickly. The roads will be treated, but still going to see some slippery conditions, especially on those untreated roads. Let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast. Started at 6 o'clock this evening, and as we go through tonight, you can see that snow moving in from the northwest, and for the northern Wasatch Front and possibly down to Salt Lake City, we could see the snow starting as early as 9, 10 o'clock, but then during the overnight and first thing tomorrow, that's when the bulk of the snow will be occurring in northern Utah, and possibly by daybreak, a little bit of snow making its way down to the I-70 corridor. This is mainly going to be a first half of the day kind of event, because by tomorrow afternoon into the evening, the system starts to move away. Maybe a little bit of snow remaining in the higher elevations, but we'll be calming with our skies as we go from Thursday night into Friday. But for tonight in Salt Lake City, dropping to 24 degrees, winter weather advisory going into effect, and make sure that you have those extra layers as well. And tomorrow, just going to be a chilly day across the state, only climbing to 30 degrees in Salt Lake City, and St. George will be back in the low 40s, continuing with that through Saturday. But going into this end of the weekend into early next week, St. George, a little bit of a warming trend, possibly getting close to 50 degrees by the early and middle stretches of next week. Then along the Wasatch Front, snow showers mainly during the first half of the day, but overnight lows, once we see the snow move away Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, will be in the teens. So changing out the snow for really, really cold temperatures.
Such